Now, since the first G.I. Joe game was quite a hit, and it has a place in my heart, we do have to do the second game, which is called the Atlantis Factor. Now, this one we will have, let's say, General Hawk directly on the side. And you can say this is based on the, let's say, latest, let's say, comic versions. Okay, Snake Eyes is a must, since he's the best ninja of the team. And let's see who has it. Oh, now these are the later versions in the cartoons. So eventually Storm Shadow will be joining us. We'll have a diver this time, known as Wetsuit, and we'll be looking into his abilities later. And Duke actually looks a little like Dusty, if I'll put it this way. And he has helmet. Now Roadblock is the replacement of Rock and Roll, who is our heavy machine gunner. And these are characters that we'll be using for the game. Alright, as usual, we are being greeted by, let's say, a story title. Mentioned that 1 year ago, we have defeated Cobra Command and, let's say, have his island blew up. And based on the story over here, we were being told that actually Cobra, which is a bit like Hydra, is not that easy to kill, like a virus in all movies. And eventually, they are going to make a comeback with their island. Now, some may doubt Cobra Commander's ability from bringing a odd version of Starscream from Transformers, but let's face it, a cunning, scheming guy like Cobra Commander, he's gonna slither through every hole and comes back one way or another, so there's nothing much about to say here. As usual, we are being greeted by animation. The island that was being sunk last time is now coming back, along with Cobra Commander's army. So what we have to do this time is to go back to the island, try to fight Cobra Commander, kill his goons, and eventually take him down. Now, in this game, eventually we'll be meeting more Joes, although yeah, roughly you'll be using 4 to 5 Joes to play the whole game, but there will be, let's say, other Joes coming in and support, and we do have our own mission command, which is Stalker. Now Stalker is let's say the commanding groups of the group, and I do admit I do not see him much in either the comics or the cartoon, but however, it is a good, let's say, way, or let's say, appearance to have him over here, giving us all the information. And he did mention that the Joes have sort of airdropping onto an island here and there, and we will be using General Hawk. And his duty will be, let's say, walking around, scouting around, killing Cobra Command troops, and eventually rescuing or, let's say, picking up members on the way. So the best way to play this game is to pick as many men as you are as you progress, so it will be easier for the game. Now, just let you know, for this game actually you will be moving up and down, and when you move up and down, you will be repeating the obstacle course a lot. And yeah, it's tiring, it's repetitive, but on the other hand, through this you can actually collect a lot of power-ups for everyone and all the ammunition you need. As you see, we are not fighting B-18 now, so eventually we are fighting normal Vipers, or let's say Cobra Command's infantry, where they are, let's say, waving their arms, screaming as they fly around. Now I do admit this is a little bit like Atlantis, as the buildings are all in Greek designs. And just let you know, you can see Hawk is throwing punches over here, right? Now just let you know, as the game progresses, the more power cubes that Hawk picks up, his punches will train, and eventually he'll be able to throw kicks on the target, which is a much more stronger attack. For different individuals, their way of fighting are different, since Hawk does not have any special abilities besides having a very long health bar. All his attacks, all his gunshots are kinda normal. Oh, by the way, the ammunitions, you need to catch as many of them as possible because you'll be needing them a lot. And we do have, let's say, opponents over here that actually fall back and, let's say, pretend to be good. Okay, now in this game there are a lot of mini bosses. Take this for instance, who is, let's say, a very heavy gunner, and just let you know, you can tank him based on, let's say, your guns if they are powerful, but make sure that you, let's say, save a few ammunitions that you can use later. Now, in this game, there's a special thing is this radio. You can collect it and eventually you will be using it later to, let's say, for other purpose. As you can see, my gunshots and punches are being upgraded, and in this part I've been told that I found my first ally, which is Wetsuit, the diver of the team, and he will inform you what ability he has. Now, it's okay for you not to use Wetsuit at all throughout the whole game, but it doesn't really affect much. But if you want to get all the power-ups, if you want to explore the entire map, there are places where actually Wetsuit can allow us to dive underwater and you say search around area around, let's say, find more stuff. Now, just asking, what happens if I dive deep into water and let's say when I dive deep into water and I suddenly change to General Hawk or someone else? It's okay, but eventually the person will be, let's say, losing his health point one by one. Oh, just let you know, this is the record, or let's say record stuff, or let's say. Now, instead of, let's say, dropping time bombs here and there, our mission are being changed now, where we, let's say, run around and rescue these green shirts, or let's say normal GI Joe infantry throughout the game, which is yeah, kind of fun. It makes GI Joe more humane, if you, let's say, get my drift. Now, when it comes to punches, Wetsuit does, let's say, fight a lot similar to General Hawk. Now you can say that he has, let's say, Bruce Lee kick over here, but everyone does the same, so I'm not going to complain here. And yeah, the first boss is a crazy guy named Overkill, which shoots missiles through his, let's say, stomach, and that's it. Now, there are two ways of killing Overkill. Oh, I forgot, he also got this style. Now, there's two ways of killing Overkill. One is to keep your distance and use guns to shoot him, but I'll try a different way, see if I can kick him to death, which it can be done. And let's put it this way, this boss arena, right, does give you a sinister Cobra commands presence, as there's a Cobra at the back. Now, yeah, I should have used General Hawk, which has a lot longer, let's say, health point bar here. Now you can see there's a boss bar over there, so let's say keep an eye on it, because there are certain times where certain attacks will, let's say, cause more damage to certain boss, where you should try it. Now, you may say I mean crazy, I should use my guns over here, but believe me, saving ammunition is kind of important, because the later boss actually spends a lot of ammunition, and if you want to make sure that you have more than enough ammunition, you can, let's say, just do the gauntlet all over again, and I'm kind of lazy, I don't want to do that. Now, here is the, let's say, another character that you have rescued, but you're not going to use this character directly. This is a Big Bear, which is a Russian faction of GI Joe, I think so, and he actually has the capability of recovering your, let's say, dead or, let's say, wounded troopers. Now, in this game, your commandos will die, and when they do die, they do not, let's say, really disappear, but you can, let's say, retrieve them in the next round. But all the level ups they've got will be subtracted by one level. Okay, now, as the game processes, you will be getting a lot of other weapons, and in this case I got a laser rifle. Now, some will say, hey, if the laser rifle is more powerful than the machine gun, why don't I just carry the laser rifle and let's say blast everything to crypts over here? Now, that will not be a good idea, for you see, the laser rifle actually got one hell of a problem. The laser rifle, it chews up more ammunition than your guns. So eventually you know that that is not a good idea and you will not want to do it. Now, this is the swarm level, where you need to jump around, let's say, collect your stuff. And this, since I mentioned it's a swarm level, right? Yes, this is the place that actually you can call Wetsuit to dive underground. Yes. The power-ups. Now, the power-ups is a little bit bullshit, because you, let's say, get your latest power-up when you're holding a rifle, right? It only powers up the rifle, so you will be, let's say, grinding up and down for the, let's say, power-up, so let's say to make sure that everyone's laser rifle is going to be the best. Now, the more power-up you get, the powerful, the more deadly the laser will get. And just put it this way, it does not really eat extra ammunition, so it's kind of worthwhile, just let you know. And enemy respawns a lot, and eventually they'll be giving you power-ups here and then, so why not just kill them? Just put it this way, some people find this a little bit over, but General Hawk, shouldn't he be the guy with the helmet? Based on what I know, I actually think so, but in the later version of cartoons, he came in this design with the, let's say, beret and then the sunglasses, which I, let's say, agree with it, because actually he's a blonde, and Duke is a blonde, and without, let's say, very obvious uniforms differences, you do not see who is he. Okay, this is how you do it. Let's say you go underwater, which is just let you know, don't have to use off over here, because it will, let's say, waste up his powers. But you can just sweep over here bit by bit, which actually, let's say, does increase Hawk's power one way or another. But you need to, let's say, switch back to, let's say, what's just in case you're gonna kill him. Okay, now the blue boxes the B boxes actually are not a big deal, nothing to talk about it. But the red boxes, actually there's a, let's say, a boss over there, so you sort of need to be careful when going through that part. Okay, now we are fighting laser. Well, I think we're fighting Neo Vipers, since they're all armed with laser guns over there. Yeah. You can see most are kind of stupid and just throw punches or laser on them, they are good as dead. Although I admit, holding a laser rifle is kind of fun. Now, if compared to a laser rifle and, let's say, a normal rifle, is there a difference? Yes, the normal rifle shoot bullets in all directions, but the laser rifles actually focus on attacking one direction. You have to be careful, those are underwater mines. If you let them touch you without you knocking it out, you may actually get damage here and there. Just let you know that. And as for the medals are actually your, let's say, power-ups. We will have undersea troopers over here. And you see, once you kick them, they say get up and die. So less BATs here and more Vipers around. Now for those cartoon watchers, you will notice that most of the time you see Joes are fighting BATs. You never see them fight Vipers before, right? Vipers are just infiltrate, run around, and maybe, let's say, get scattered, or you see them running around in retreat. You do not see much killing of, let's say, Viper. Yeah, most of the time you, let's say, do fight a Viper, you have to kill it. Now there's one thing I need to put out, which is dissatisfaction of what the American cartoons have done in the old times. They actually do mention they don't want to see too much death. So in other words, they don't expect our heroes to kill, although I do admit killing is sometimes necessary. But for them it's not the case. So to make it more children friendly, most of the times our heroes will be fighting robots instead of human beings, which is why we are seeing Power Rangers when they hack one of the ghouls. There are explosions as if they were robots and, let's say, not sentinel, let's say, life beings. That was the idea. Oh god, this is I think this is Chesspool, right? Yeah, this is Chesspool, the toxic warrior, the toxic commander of, let's say, Cobra Command. Now you can see I'm using my laser rifle, which is kind of efficient on a lot of things. So just put it this way, if you want to play this game right, spend more of your upgrade on the laser rifle, and we have escape on. I've never seen that helicopter before. Now we have picked up Storm Shadow, which is kind of disappointing because I was expecting Snake's Eye. But anyway, I don't know why, but there is a fan base for Storm Shadow. Although he has done a lot of terrible things, but there's still a fan base so big for him that he was eventually whitewashed and became a hero of the group. So we'll be continuing our game next time, and I think we just got another rifle, right? Alright, gamers young and old, we'll see you next time where we talk about this game a little more and see who are we going to pick up. Now.